No, from seeing him in the office, you would never know that he could be so terrifying.
Yeah, it's bone chilling.
Bone chilling.
Like my heart rate stopped when I was watching him on set.
And talking to him in the beginning, he was like, when you meet a monster, you never meet a monster, you meet a very nice man.
Mm-hmm.
And then it becomes revealed that they are a mafioso or something. He did a fucking fantastic job.
He's a legend.
Get him on the phone.
Jim, I wonder if you could start, for the people who aren't in Park City right now, can you just explain the show, give us a quick logline rundown, elevator pitch?
So the show is about a filmmaker who brings her film into her talent agency to show it off in their fancy screening room. And behind closed doors, a couple of agents, including John's character, Mark, twist the arm of the projectionist to get an illegal copy of the movie, and then they upload it to the agency's internal screening platform so they can share it for social currency to different people around town. And within 10 hours, it leaks to the internet. And they support the filmmaker and say, oh, this happens all the time. We're going to figure this out. Don't worry about it. We'll try and have it taken down. Until the filmmaker says, my editor burned a watermark on one frame that says that it was at that agency in that screening room on that date. And then episode 2 starts with the district attorney's office getting this case and be like, this is stupid. Why would we prosecute this? We're going to prosecute Tom Cruise? What is this thing? The assistant deputy district attorney is this woman named Catherine Wright, played by B.K. Cannon. And she's like, no, this is a crime. It's a multi-million-dollar theft in your zip code. You should prosecute it. And so through investigation and talking to people about how screener culture exists in Hollywood, they decide to prosecute it under RICO, California RICO, Penal Code 186.2. for theft under false pretenses, transmission of stolen property via wire, and unjust gains.
There you go. That was an amazing pitch.
He actually didn't catch
And the weirdest thing, it's a comedy.
Yeah. I mean, I have seen the show described as a dark comedy and as a legal thriller.
Yeah.
Those are simultaneously happening.
Doing the research and building the world as serious and real as possible so that it's a good, strong, real foundation. And then once you have the characters in there, you can play in this world and find the humor, because it's so much funnier when these characters have to deal with these high stakes and do it badly.
I know you guys wanted this RICO case to be as correct as possible. I was wondering if during the research process there was anything that you came upon that you were particularly surprised by.
PJ and I would call district attorney's offices from Sacramento to San Diego, U.S. attorney's offices, FBI,
Judges.
Field offices, judges. We talked to people for 2 years to see how would you do this? How would you prosecute a talent agency for RICO? And very quickly, when we would describe what Hollywood screener culture is like, they go, oh yeah, you could prosecute that. And then they would tell us some interesting stuff about RICO, where it's like, when you're talking to people who are underlings in an enterprise, they don't even realize that they've broken the law for 2 weeks after speaking to law enforcement, which is really funny to me.
Yeah.
So they think it's another day at work. They think that they're getting this big salary, and they don't realize that the bosses are paying them a big amount because they're asking them to break the law for them. We talked to the guys that prosecuted Alcon Entertainment when the Hateful Eight leaked. Quentin Tarantino and Abandoned Park called the FBI, and the FBI raided Alcon's offices because there was a watermark on the movie that said it was this guy at Alcon Entertainment. But what is that day like at work?
Yeah.
Where the guys in the FBI flak jackets come in to Hollywood, and everybody in the office is like, wait, what the fuck is going on? They're taking hard drives, they're taking computers. But I find that to be so funny that when someone is cruel to their assistants in a workplace like Hollywood, how much fealty do the assistants have once their bosses are going to go to prison? And then it's like, well, they don't have any. They can speak honestly, finally, about what it's like to work there. And that's what's so beautiful about RICO. A RICO case is not about, video evidence of somebody breaking the law. It's actually, how did it feel to work in this enterprise? And if you can interview 50 people and they're like, yeah, this guy was pressuring us to break the law, that person goes to jail. And that's very funny.
PJ, I know this is an entirely independently produced series, which I think people don't really maybe understand. Can you explain what it means to independently produce a limited series like this?
Yeah, I mean, really much like an independent film, but we just broke it down into 5 episodes. I mean, we've always had a lot of TV projects in the works, and so still kind of did it like an independent film, but just episodically.
Does that mean it'll get potentially picked up by a network, or does it mean that it'll be ending up on YouTube?
I mean, shooting it independently is a big risk. We raised all the money online, shot it with friends and family, finished it, all 5 episodes are done, and then we own it. And so it's like we come here, we're on the world stage at Sundance, the #1 film arts organization in North America, and they said it's one of the best TV shows made last year. We're very lucky. But I don't know if those credits transfer. So it's like we're going to show it to people who are buyers in giant places, Netflix, Hulu, FX, HBO, all these different places. but I don't know who's going to be cool enough to buy this thing. You know, they probably have to be very smart too.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah. Someone I think that people are going to be very excited to see in this show is Creed Bratton.
I was so excited to work with Creed because I loved him on The Office, and I didn't know that he's a musician. This guy,
yeah.
he like
Very
opened
big
for like
time.
Janis Joplin and Jimi Hendrix back then. He's a freaking legend. I'm gonna call him. I have my phone over there. I want to
Yeah,
FaceTime.
Yes,
Get him on the horn.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
him on the horn. Creed is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays a shady producer, big time producer in our show, and you get to see this sinister side of him that like is so unexpected. You're used to seeing this goofy guy from The Office, and he plays this character so well, and he loved doing it.
There he is.
Okay, we got you. We got you.
Show the camera.
Show
everybody.
There's Creed Bratton.
Hi,
everybody.
Creed.
Creed, the legend.
Out of Vulture.
Here in spirit. Say
Hi,
to
Creed.
everybody.
I'm Jason from Vulture. They've said that you play a very sinister character on the show. How was that? How was playing that?
Pretty nasty bit of work. Yeah. It was fun.
I heard your the quote was bone chilling.
Well, I like to hear that. Well, good to see everybody.
Love you,
Thanks,
Creed.
Creed.
Bye,
Love
Creed.
you, brother.
Bye.
See you all.
Creed
Bye,
Bratton.
guys. Bye.
Creed Bratton, everybody.
Okay.
Thanks for
Living legend.
listening in.
Thank you.
Can't top that.
That was a good catch up. We
day.
hadn't caught up in a bit. So sorry.